Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right. Um, I just heard about this situation with Jackie McMullen and I looked it up. Now, they got reports saying that she is going to be fired, and rightfully so. Now, I don't know if she's going to be fired or has she been fired, you know, when she's going to be fired, but she should be fired. But at the end of the day, um, this is just a situation that's been going on forever. And like I said, this should not come to no surprise. Now, at the end of the day, Jackie McMullen does have the complexion protection behind her. And there's going to be people that they're going to have rally behind her. Now, brilliant video by Too Raw. And you do wonder who's going to be the display nigga that's going to sit up there and cape for her. And Stephen A. Smith, after what got did to him by some white women on ESPN, where where you had Michelle Beadle, who tried to get Stephen A. Smith fired for saying something that was factual, because at the end of the day, what's going on with black men, everybody want to criticize us, but they don't want us to say nothing back. They want to use reverse psychology to try to suppress us and try to make it feel like we're useless. We don't have no value. The only thing we supposed to do is just sing, rap, play sports, and act. And don't think for a second this hasn't been designed to basically take away the voice of the black man by using everybody against us, from white men to white women to in particularly black women. And I got a video coming up that I'm just really gonna have to speak on something, and I'm gonna have to give black women a serious warning about this one individual, and I'm just gonna have to just put it out there. um but let's get back to Jackie McMullen. Basically, Jackie McMullen thinks that players, in particularly black NBA players, and I'm just going to say that, and don't come on here saying, but what about the white guys that get drafted? Well, look who she was referring to. Look at the mentality she has. How many black players in the NBA versus white players? You don't go there with me. Okay. But she basically says that the NBA players are the property of the NBA and whatever team they play for. See that? Property, not employees. See, that's how they referred to slaves. Now, there's always been this back and forth thing about, was the all these sports leagues like the NBA, the NFL, and all that shit was paid slavery, and particularly when referring to, black men. Because they always had this mentality, oh, they're paying you millions of dollars to do this. Well, here's the thing. These dudes have special talents. But at the end of the day, guess what? Because of my special talent, people are coming to see me and other people, display their special talents for playing this game. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm making millions of dollars, but guess what? I'm making the league that I play for and the owners billions. So I guess I'm the property of whoever I work for, right? Now I know eventually somebody gonna watch this video. Well, once again, you guys are being too emotional and sensitive. Man, I don't care about that. Do you think I'm gonna be honest with you? I'm gonna make this very clear. Take it however you want. I don't care what no Vanilla Village member think, or any other non-black person, or even a black person. Because see, once again, I told y'all, don't listen to that stuff when you hear people saying that stuff. Oh, you being too emotional and all that kind of stuff. Here's the thing. I want to say this to all you people that come on these content channels talking that goofball shit. You all in your feelings. I put out a video. I'm just expressing my thoughts. Now, if you come on here talking shit, it's because you got too emotional. Like I asked the dude the other day, you know, I put out a video discussing a certain topic, but instead of him saying, hey man, I disagree, and talking like he got some common sense, I say, hey man, you don't have to talk like that and all this stuff. But of course, instead of him just saying, hey, my bad, not wanting to take any accountability, of course, he tried to, oh, you all in your man, shit. Like, I'm gonna tell you something. That terminology is already played out. It's corny. Oh, you guys are too sensitive. Like y'all got to stop letting people create these fake terminologies and slogans to try to deter you from speaking your mind. You have every right, if somebody disrespect you or say something that you don't like, to at least express your concern about what they said. If somebody sit up there and say, hey man, um, you know, you a punk, or your mama's a whore or something, like, you supposed to sit up there and just be like, oh well. No, you supposed to be, hey man, don't. Or somebody say, hey, if somebody talk to you in a negative way, you have every right to say, hey man, you don't have to talk to me like that. It's not being all up in your feelings. It's about people trying to buy a pass to disrespect you, but you will not disrespect me. No woman or man will disrespect me or my platform. And like I told the dude, I'm not gonna go back and forth with him. So he continued to talk shit, got blocked. If I ask you nicely and you wanna go back and forth about it, I'm just gonna block you. It ain't about, get out of your feelings, get out of your ego. Stop acting like somebody can't say something to you or talk to you about something. That's how you don't make progress. That's how you don't fix a situation. It's called communication, not being in your emotions. Now, is there times where people do get a little bit, shouldn't get angry about every little thing? Yeah, absolutely. But to say that somebody shouldn't get angry about just any and anything, that you're not supposed to express yourself on anything disrespectful said to you, that's absurd. Nah, I don't think so. But anyway, I just wanted to put a side note. But anyway, let's get back to Jackie McMullen and the people that think like her. Like I said, it's a lot of people that think like her. And kind of when you look at the whole thing about a draft podium, you know what I'm saying? You walk a podium, when your name is called and you get a hat and all that stuff. It kind of has that feeling to it. But I wouldn't, I wouldn't go there. But then, like I said, this is when you put into question the whole title of, oh, I'm an NBA owner. That's when that comes into play, where you start questioning this stuff about, I'm an NBA owner. Like I said, Jackie McMullen, she should be fired. Will she be fired? I don't know. Now, of course, what's going to happen is she's going to issue the typical bullshit statement. I said some words that were terrible, and I apologize if I offended anybody. My words were taken out of content, and by no stretch of the imagination, I'm a racist. I once slept with a black man, or they ran a train on me, so that doesn't make me a racist. You're going to hear something like that, in school. When I was in school back in the day, I had uh, 2 sticks of gum left, and I gave one to my black friend. So that means I'm not, you guys know what's coming. You've seen this cycle before. You see this on a regular basis, you know. And like I said, and like other people said, Big Mike said, they're gonna find you know, I call them display niggas, because that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna put them on the forefront and display them. What, like Stephen A. Smith, or some people. Well, I've known her for years, and I don't think that's in her heart. And I think because that's what they do. We all know there's always a coon on speed dial. But like I said, Stephen A. Smith, if he gets involved, it's going to further make people not think much of him. If I was Stephen A. Smith, I'd say I ain't getting involved. He doesn't have to get involved. They can't make him say anything. But if he volunteers, even if they ask him, say, hey, Stephen A., you think you can say some kind words, nah, no, I'll be like, nah, I'm not getting involved. Because it's funny, when Stephen A. Smith was under fire, you didn't see nobody coming to his aid. I didn't see people saying, well, I know Stephen A. Smith, and I think it's, I don't think he should be fired, and none of that stuff. But then they gonna ask him to cape for a white woman. Jackie McMullen is a racist, and that's all that need to be said. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around it, because only a racist would refer to black men as property. Like I said, I'm not worried about anybody that's gonna come on here and say, well, I don't think she's a racist. You go right ahead, because your comment gonna get erased and you gonna get blocked. And I know somebody gonna say, oh, well, what, I can't have a difference of opinion? Nope, not when it comes to this. This is non-debatable, non-negotiable. Jackie McMullen is a racist. She showed where her head is. She showed where her heart is. And yes, she should be fired. Now, ESPN has a complaint hotline. You need to call this a 1-800 number. You guys need to keep putting the pressure on ESPN to fire Jackie McMullen. She needs to go. I know somebody who probably gonna come to the defense of Jackie McMullen. Probably somebody like Jason Whitlock, because he loved defending anybody that's not black. It's always the black person's fault. At the end of the day, there's just this lack of respect for black people. But like I said, to a certain degree, once again, I have to look at us, because once again, we the only people that let people that don't look like us call us a word that's used to demean us. And we celebrate it, and then we defend people who say, hey, we shouldn't be letting them talk like that. So at the end of the day, we have to start looking at us too. So thank you for listening to this video. Appreciate it very much. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out. Fuck Jackie McMullen. Biatch.